And Baldini, it's surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Yes, it's almost.
Nice to meet you.
And you. It's the last time I was here was 14 months ago. We calculated by the virtues of modern technology.
I know, but I saw you last night, and
that's what I was.
Here you are today.
I was going to say it's like deja vu because although 14 months ago the bar we frequented that night was called Annex Live, and now it's called Measure, owned by our good friend Bill Clary. So a little shout out. Check it out. It's the hottest live music place in the Annex.
In the Annex.
Yeah. And it was, I had to leave when the rain hit last night.
Yes, the storm.
But you told me that the jam, which got started late, but it started hitting its stride a little bit later.
Yeah, and again, we were discussing that as well. Fireworks people are going to go check that out and come later, or they're away for the weekend. But I have a feeling that this jam is going to turn into a really big thing. It's run by a girl named Michelle Truman. She's an amazing vocalist.
She's the blonde girl, right?
Yeah, she is you should have her on the show.
She should have her own show. Call it the Truman Show.
We'll talk to her next Monday night when we go out and jam, right? So, where are you going?
Don't worry about it, Baldini.
So, would you like to know about Baldini?
Well, talk a little bit more about what happened last night.
Yeah, so nothing major, but it was just an open jam, and I sing as well, and I'm actually a photographer as well, not quite the level as Paul Perrier, or Paul Dini, the great Paul Dini, as I like to call him, who's a good friend of mine as well. So I'll be shooting photos there next Monday night.
Nice.
And of course, I always have my balloons on me and my magic trick and elastic bands.
Yes, you know what?
I have an elastic band now that I think about it.
You do. We've been trying to look for an elastic band in the studio, and I've
forgot because there's an elastic band strapped on to my deck that's holding
Oh my
cards.
God! I was going to say, you know
Baldini.
what?
Wait, is that part of the trick?
You can call me God.
It's part of the trick.
No, I honestly completely forgot. But do you want to jump right into that right away? But then, no. Okay, good. We'll wait.
Good.
So to wrap up last night, Measure is it's being run by my friend Bill, and he's totally on point as you can back up, and the place is spanking, sparkling clean, and great sound system,
like
etc.
Everybody in the city. Is there anybody you don't know?
Well, sure, but I mean, by virtue of what I do, I'm out there meeting 15 to 20 people a night by virtue of what I do. So I just come into contact with that many people. And what's interesting is like 4 or 5 months later, someone will go, Baldini, and I'm like trying to place the person. Now everyone remembers the bald guy with cards, right? Baldini.
Yeah.
And I sometimes have trouble, but I do know a lot of people.
You need a Rolodex.
What, we're going off the grid or what? The Rolodex? Like, what the hell?
Yes!
Yes, IT is dead. We're going back to the Rolodex. Goodness gracious.
No, I mean.
What do you mean?
I mean like a cell phone, a digital Rolodex is what I meant.
I do. Of
like
course
one of those
I have
old-style organizers.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to take the number and name of every single person I come into contact with.
You should, Baldini. They should have a QR code on their head.
Yes.
Just point your phone at.
There's an idea.
Right? Because you know what? When photography goes out of business, when magicianship goes out of business, you
Impossible.
are going
Never.
to have
Not
this digital
happen.
Rolodex, and that's because you have all those names. Everybody's going to want to pay you.
I'll take it under advice. But just a point of clarity, magicianship, as you call it, or magic, is never going to go out of style. It's been around forever and will continue to be around to everyone.
It'll be probably one of the most popular forms of entertainment in the FEMA camp.
Okay, so wait a second. It's going to be like cockroaches. It will withstand nuclear war.
I don't know.
I don't know what the comparison of magic to cockroaches, but I'll go with a withstand nuclear war for sure.
See,
for sure.
That's what's going to happen. Sandra believes that after the nuclear war, we are all going to come back as a civilization of large insects. The cockroach. So
that kind of bugs me.
Okay.
That's my
good.
comedy.
See, this is
sucks.
what Baldini is. The great Baldini.
I'm slightly above average
so that's
again.
news to me, by the way. I do not believe that. But
what? That cockroaches can survive nuclear war?
No, there's going to be a nuclear war, and humans are going to come back as big, giant cockroaches.
And we digress. So, anyway, let's talk about magic and my teaching. And
yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
You're teaching magic now.
I am. That has become my thing. I mean, I still get booked for corporate gigs and kids' parties and balloons and all sorts of stuff like that. However, About 3 years ago, I worked at the Ontario Science Centre. We created a program called Creative Science Sunday. Well, it was in place, but I was one of the programs, and it was the science of perception. That was the name of the course, because magic is very much based in scientific principle. I mean, a very basic example. I don't know how well you can see this paperclip, and I'll do it down here.
You can see that's what it looks like.
Oh, beautiful. So here's my face, and you can, I don't know if this is going to work, but I go like this, right? Now, I looked over here, and that makes people look here when I actually created a move that kept it here. And the science is where I look, you look. That's a very, very basic example of how science anyway.
Okay, this is how you're going to put magicians out of business. See?
No.
You're telling me all this.
Stop. Have you
Now
heard of a
when I
thing
go to
called YouTube? It's not me. People say to me, how do you do that? I say, you really want to know?
Why?
Go home, Google it, YouTube it. There are thousands of videos that explain every trick. The question is, do you really want to know? What I am doing is completely different. I am empowering children and sometimes adults with confidence, interpersonal skills, okay, and the ability, most importantly, to make people smile. And there is no greater reward in life, in my book anyway. So
good for you.
But where did it all start? It started at the Ontario Science Centre. We did like these Creative Science Sundays, and I taught 5 tricks. Now I'm in 3 public schools in their lunchtime programs that run 8 weeks, and by the end of the 8 weeks, these kids ranging in age from 7 to 12 or 11 learn over 25 tricks. And I'm going to show you one today, and I'm going to teach it to you.
How neat.
Okay, can I do that? Yeah? Or would you like to ask me some more questions?
No, I want to learn it.
Okay, well, here we go. So we'll do it on Sandra, and then I will do the ring and the elastic for you as you've requested.
Can't you do it on Hugh?
We can do it on Hugh, whatever you like.
On Sandra.
All right, so here we go. Here I have 1, 2, 3 cards. Oh, you know what's funny?
No, that's okay.
One of the cards is green, so it's kind of blending into the background.
It's a magic card.
That's
Baldini.
It's a magic card.
It's a
You see that?
hologram.
Yeah, that's wild. So I didn't even think of that. I should have thought of that. I knew not to wear green. I knew that much. But anyway, we have these 3 cards. Now, Sandra.
We can't see that, Baldini. Just
Well, they're
You gotta put them up.
there they are. Yay, we got it. I mean, that's good enough anyway. You'll see why. Nothing's going to change. There's nothing really to look at.
Okay.
3 cards, red, blue, green. I want you, Sandra, in your mind to pick one, but don't tell me the color. You got it?
Yeah.
Now change your mind. Okay?
Okay.
Now change your mind again if you want to.
Okay.
Done. Now, see, the reason I do all that is because I don't want to rely on a psychological principle like, well, most people gravitate to red. Like maybe you picked red first. I don't know. And this is not a psychological game. I asked you to change your mind, so it wouldn't be the obvious one that people gravitate to. And then I asked you to change your mind again if you wanted to, and I didn't know if you're a mind-changing person or not. So there's no way I could know which one you ended up on, right? I've made a prediction. My prediction is sealed. 100% I know it is correct. Which one did you land on? Red, blue, or green? What was your final answer? Say it out loud.
Red.
Red. Okay. And you know, I knew that because here, in this envelope, and I want to see if we can get it on camera, is one and only one card. The prediction, red.
Can I look
Can I
in
look
that
in the envelope?
Well, you don't have to do that because you can absolutely look in the envelope, but it doesn't matter because I'm about to explain the trick to you. This is one of the tricks I teach. Okay?
Right.
So if I make the statement to you, 100% this is correct. Well, obviously, what happens if you pick one of the other 2? Well, let's try. Pick another one other than red.
Okay.
Say it out loud.
Blue.
I knew you'd say that because you see here on the back of this envelope, there it is.
Oh,
It's blue.
my God.
No, it's Baldini. We've been over that, but you can call me God if you want. Now, obviously, the last choice is
Green.
green. And at which point, I don't know if we're getting tight again on this. Tight on this? Yeah? There's nothing on the back of the red. There's nothing on the back of the blue. But I knew you'd pick green, and I put a Baldini sticker on it. So that's how it's done.
Okay,
So let me
if I
explain the
was-
principle.
Okay.
It's called multiple outs. And in magic, a magician, no matter what happens, he has an out, the answer. Okay? This is a perfect example of multiple outs. So I can
Okay.
teach this to my kids in my class.
Yeah.
And but you don't have to do it with these pretty cards like this. It's just little promotional materials I put together for myself. That you can do it with 3 playing cards. Say the 7 of spades, 2 of clubs, 9 of diamonds. You write the 7 of spades on the back. You put a piece of paper inside with the 2 of clubs written on it. And on the back of the 9 of diamonds, you put an X on it. And I teach this to kids. They come back the next week and they're like, Baldini, 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 I did the 3-card trick, the mind control trick. My mom didn't know. She didn't know. And I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now, and this is why I do it. So it's an amazing thing, you know, again. And now what's happening, you know, as I'm...
Now I'm like, I know now that I know the trick.
It sucks.
It's the magic is gone.
Absolutely. And that's what people do. They're always saying, how do you do that? How do you do that? And maybe I give away one secret here, and then they go, oh. And I go, see, you don't want to know, right? You don't want to know. But I teach some basic stuff. You know, I mean, this is pretty powerful stuff, but it is basic. But we're going to move right along for another trick, aren't we?
Are we gonna? I wanted to ask you something else.
Shoot, go crazy.
About one of these guys.
I'm still stunned.
I'm going to ask you about that other guy. Should I ask you about that other guy?
Who?
You know, that Chris Angel.
What about him?
I know
Yeah,
you
I'll
don't
tell
like
you what,
to
he's got way too much hair.
I hear you. I hear you on that one, Baldini. But the thing is, some of those tricks he does, like where he's flying through the air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is he?
Well, I'll
magic.
put it in perspective. Well, that's a great statement, sort of question, because what is magic? What is magic to you?
Magic is defying logic. Mind games, though, mentally.
Okay.
Okay, so to me, that's levitation.
Okay.
That's not magic to
Okay.
me.
Well, first of all, no one has ever been proven to have the ability to levitate. No one has ever.
Not even yogis?
Nope. No one has ever been proven to have actual true mental capability. As a matter of fact, it was Chris Angel during a reality show who offered, and I think the offer still stands, $1 million of his personal money to anyone who can prove to him in a controlled situation that they have telekinetic power. So in effect, what Chris Angel is doing is saying, not even I have it. But what Chris Angel is so good at is the performance side of it. He makes you even forget about, is he really or is he really not? You're just so taken in with his performance. And that is what magic is, the buzz you get.
It's the illusion.
When I have this here, and I apparently put it there, that's an illusion. I kept it. Magic is when your expectation is not met. You saw that go in my hand, and I open it, and your heart goes, to me, that's magic, okay? Illusion.
Did you know when you went, that sound came?
The
That's
horn?
magic.
Well, that magic can happen at any time, you know, it's a real magic.
That was kind of weird.
You know, Baldini, I just want to, because, you know, we were talking last night and you were mentioning when you came to magic kind of late, you know.
Very late.
Not that there's any
age.
I started playing bass late.
Well, I'll tell you, people say to me, you must have started, you know, when you were little.
Yeah,
and I always have to chime in with this story that I started when I was 34.
Yeah,
so
and you used to be in the corporate world and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What was it about the magic that really turned you on before you had the experience of actually doing it?
Okay, so the first part was I used to be that guy. My hand be on the card, and then you show me another card, turn it over, wave it, and the cards would switch places, and I would be that guy that I encounter all the time. How the hell did you do that?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, dude. What the? Wait, do that again. Like, I was that guy. And I kept pushing and pushing, and I finally found out about a magic store in Toronto, and I went in and I bought very simple tricks like this one, okay? They have,
Did you teach yourself, or did you read
it's
about
pretty much all self-taught and
Okay.
befriending other magicians, and now YouTube, you can learn it. So, long story short, you know, I was just, at first, and it was the time of David Blaine when he first came on TV, and it was about the reactions. It wasn't about what he was doing, it was about the reactions. And me, I get a buzz in life, you know, making people smile.
That's
Corny,
what I know.
and that drives it. And that comes down, if I sing, if I shoot a photo and I hand it over to someone and they're like, wow, you got my soul, man, you got me. It's the same buzz for me.
And I could see it because you're doing it just because. It's like, this is you, right?
I used to make close to $200,000 a year when I was in marketing. I had a car, I went on vacation, I went whenever. Now I struggle to pay rent, I don't have a car, I take the TTC, for the past 2, and I don't complain about it either. Like that's the price I had to pay to pursue the dream. And when I tell the story to people, people go, "Good on you, man," because I know a lot of people making millions and they're miserable.
So I was going to ask you, are you happier, Baldini?
So happy. I mean, I go through the stresses of not having money, but for me, the trade, because it's ebbs and flows, and the trade-off.
It's not your fault, Baldini.
No,
it's
but
the bankers.
Right.
It's,
Easy, because you know what my brother does. You know what my brother does?
I'm sure
No, what does he do?
fine person.
He's like a VP of finance at the
runs
Royal
a very
Bankers.
large
Yeah,
financial institution in Canada. No names. I'm not giving it out.
Okay, so let me ask you, did you ever borrow money from him?
Oh yeah, I'm into him for plenty of money, but he's but that was shut off a long time ago. So no, my family's been very supportive, but there's limits to everything in terms of the financial support, but we all get along. Everybody's happy, and I'm happy, and that makes them happy. And it's not about judging your success, but how thick your wallet is. It's about, are you happy?
So I'm just saying. So you're teaching magic now, and I'm thinking that if people watching this, there's going to be people watching this that are going, that they're really resonating with your story about how you were attracted to magic.
Yes.
And they can. I'm presuming. Like, how are you teaching people who are interested?
Well, I this morning I woke up and someone said, "Hey, my son wants to take lessons with you from now until camp, maybe twice a week, because he's going up to Camp Timberlane. I think it was Timberlane or Winnebago, one of the two, and he wants to have a really solid trick to do for the magic show, the Camp Wide Magic Show." And again, these moms who follow me on Facebook and stuff, they realize how empowering it is for a kid. Confidence, all that kind of stuff, communication skills, to learn that and think about it. You don't even have to speak the language. You could just, I don't know, go, where's the camera? Let's get a camera. Which camera? That one right there?
Yeah.
Right?
Lower
That's
it.
Here? No, I'll go
to
straight
that
ahead.
camera.
This one right here. Oh, there it is, right here. Watch this. Watching the camera. See this? In the camera, watch.
Whoa.
Now, it's down here, and the way the trick done, again, science, if I don't make the noise, nothing. But if I jerk my head, your brain completes the picture. You can do it on yourself in the mirror, and it will fool your own brain. You'll have to look down and go, "Oh, thank God it didn't go up my nose." But the point of that whole discourse is, I don't even have to speak your language, and I can just go, and boom, and I've made a friend who doesn't speak my language. That's how strong magic is. So to answer, where do I teach? I teach in public schools and lunchtime programs. I'm going to be teaching at summer camps, and I give private lessons. And of course, we're going to have them on in hopefully in the next 3 or 4 weeks. My #1 student, Mindbender, Jordan Murciano, who came to one of my shows at the Ontario Science Center. Actually, he came to 7 of them in a 30-show run. And then his parents basically said, "We want our son to take lessons from you." And here's the interesting thing. He is, I hope I say the politically correct term, but he has a learning disability, okay? But his parents have said that this has completely changed him. His learning disability is weaning away. His confidence is incredible. And he's actually getting to a point where he does some effects stronger than me and things that I can't even do. So, I'm just, there's
That's
some,
a sign of a true teacher, too. Somebody who is comfortable and watches their students
Totally.
transcend and bypass them.
Yeah.
And say, see ya.
Yeah.
No, Baldini, we're going to give out all your contact info.
Yeah, but I'm going
at
to do
the
one
end.
quick trick before you go.
I want to see that other trick. So we're going to see this trick now, and then we're going to give out Baldini's contact information for people that want to learn.
I have to say, your
Magic.
tricks are magical.
Yeah.
But, this is really corny, and sappy, but your energy is even more magical.
Thank you. And I love corn and sap. Actually, there was like a 1-minute clip. Can we play the 1-minute clip? We'll just play the explanation one, the second one. This is when I gave a seminar at the Ontario Science Center. We'll do it real quickly. There it is. It's the explaining the floating cup.
Below you, it's not going to look so impressive. And if you're sitting and someone's above you, it's not going to look so impressive. It'll look pretty obvious. But if you do it on someone who's right in front of you and the trick lasts for literally a second, that will strike an image in that person's mind for the rest of their life. They'll say, "Oh, the kid made the cup float. I swear to God, his hands weren't on it." And that's a pretty cool thing. All right? So, the first move here, I'm not really holding the cup. I don't have to because my thumb's doing all the work. And as a matter of fact, if I hold it tight, it works against me because then my hands will stick to the cup and it'll be hard to move it up because that first move was really, this is exposed, this is what it looks like, it's exposed. That first move was just me raising my thumb up. Watch. And what completes is, thank you. And what completes, I mean, I didn't come up with the idea, but thank you for me executing it. What makes it believable is the front of your hands don't move. Nothing's moving. So you can actually kind of bounce it around a little bit, right? And it looks like it's just dancing in there. And then, this is the part. You like that? How about when he went? That was pretty funny too. I laughed. The second part is this. And when I say he, I mean him. I thought him was over there. Here we go. The second part, you don't want your hands out here because you got.
Sure, right?
Okay, so that's almost like how when you read and they specifically or purposely change words. So that will be spelled like TEH, or book will be spelled BKOO or something, and our brain fills it in.
Yeah, shortcuts.
It's
exactly.
the same kind of thing.
It's the exact same thing, and that is the intersection, the core intersection of science and magic. Is we capitalize on this, the brain completing
Assuming
pictures, which
certain
is
things.
Yeah. So like the elastic, and so on and so on. So
Good trick.
Want to do this last one?
Yeah.
All right. Cards have names, right? So what I want you to do is think of the name of a card in your mind. Don't say it.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't want to be an obvious name. Change your mind. Oh, it's so much work, isn't it? To change your mind. Oh, do I have to?
Yes, because now I have to think.
Well, no, but then if you stick with your first one and then we get it right, you'll be like, everybody picks that. And I would have said, then why don't you change your mind?
Okay.
Now, if you want to, change your mind again. Same process.
Can I change it to any other card?
Any other card.
Okay, there we
Any
go.
other card. You got the name in your mind?
Done.
Look at me. I see P. Is there a P in it? A P in the name? No? No?
No.
H. H. No. Wait. No. Together. Phil. Phil. That's the name of your card. Why are you looking at me weird? Is Phil not a name? It's short for Philip. Okay. If you're in France, it's Philippe. If you're in Spain, it's Felipe. I'm sorry, my bad. And we can bring in tight right here. I forgot to mention that all my cards had names on them. Can you see that? See, we got Alec, we got Jake, we got Jane, we got Buck, we got Dave, that's my real name. We got Mike, that's my real middle name. We got Dick, that's what people call me sometimes when they're frustrated with my magic. We got Paul Perrier, who was just on. We got Bud. Well, that's another story. And then Greg Fruins, big magician in Niagara Falls. Mona, Lisa. Mona Lisa, Okay, it's not Baldini singing show. Des, Len, Amy, and so on. You didn't think Phil, right? I got Phil. What was your card that you ended up on? Say it out loud. Anytime now. What card did you end up on? What was your final card?
I named a card.
Name the card. Say it out loud.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds. Look, we go through here. Every single card in here. How we doing? Good. 9 of diamonds. 9 of diamonds. Keeping in mind that every card on the back is completely different, except on your card we have Phil. Well, the tech guys liked it. You two just looked stupidly stunned.
Okay, I give up. Who's Phil, Sandra?
Phil! Now people will say, how do you do that? And I say, well, go into a magic store and ask to buy the trick deck, Phil! But me telling you that, it does, like Penn and Teller, who are renowned for giving it away as the secrets as part of their performances, are like, look, audiences aren't stupid. They know there's a way.
I'm stupid. I have no idea.
No, but you know there's a way. I don't have power. Like, there's a way, and anyone can learn it. It's that simple. So.
How the heck did you do that?
Magic.
It's magic.
Yeah, but did you get that buzz?
How could you?
Now, before we go, never mind that. I made Hugh, a year ago, I made Hugh a microphone just like this. Remember, out of balloons?
I remember.
And knowing that you play bass,
Yep.
I made you a bass
Well, that's a new one.
air guitar. Oh, I made this morning. I tried to
And
rush
this
to make it
music
for you last night.
really
And I'll
pops.
end with this joke. What do you get when you put a brown chicken together with a brown cow? A brown chicken, brown cow. Smash the guitar, Peter. That's for you, Hugh. Look, I even made it into that channel colors.
It's awesome. It's
there you
awesome,
go.
Baldini. Thank
Slap
you
that
for doing
bitch. That's the name for a bass.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Baldini, this is awesome. How do people get in touch with you?
David Baldini Grossfield on Facebook. I think I have baldinimagic.ca, but it really just has contact info.
Or
Facebook.
that's good.
fill her up.
Yeah.
Just look up
Or fill her
Baldini,
up.
David Grossfield
Pretty much, yeah.
on Facebook.
Wow.
Yes,
Baldini
yes, and
Magic.
it's a pleasure, and we're getting together on Monday night. Come down to Measure, say it one more time.
Well,
you can watch
see
Hugh play the bass.
Play the air bass.
That'll be
It's gonna
deleted
really
by then.
pop.
That'll be
Yeah.
It'll be popping. You
Okay.
didn't even realize you made it funny. All right, get my ass off the
Okay,
stage
Baldini.
here.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this. Oh,
Thank you.
okay, I got something here. Since Baldini did all this, I got a little.
I still don't know how you did that.
Okay, let's watch this. This is Let's watch number 5 here because Monsanto's gone too far. We're coming to get you,
Can we
Monsanto.
put magic on Monsanto?
We'll be back with Dennis Chadbourne talking
Monsanto?
about what's wrong with the healthcare system.
Everything.
After this.